Good afternoon, this is Melissa with the StockSwoosh.com, and today I'm going to do a market update on the Qs. I've done a couple of these, and I just decided that it's time to do one today after the move that the market had. Nice flush down the market had on Friday. Very proud of myself. I called that it could happen. I said there was two scenarios for Friday. Let's go to the 60-minute chart. It actually did the best case scenario for me because I love to play shorts. This was Friday morning. This is what I was looking at Friday morning. Okay, Friday morning, this was 9:30. Before this happened, I thought there was a possibility because of this double bottom here that the market could hold up, but I didn't think we were going to go crazy over this area. I thought there was a possibility the market could do two things on Friday when I was looking at the morning and how the market was gapping. So we're actually gapping up here a little. Here we were. So I thought that we could rally up and have a small green body day, possibly to here or the maximum here. But I thought we'd have a small green body day up to some kind of area of resistance in the market. Or, based on the daily chart, I thought we'd come in, and if we came in hard, we would come in. That meaning break this area. So I knew if we broke 67, there was a chance we could come in hard, and I knew if we broke this other area down here at 66.53, we were going to have a nice big solid red day. It was very clear as soon as the open happened that we weren't going to have a small green body day and that we were going to come in. And as soon as we broke this, I knew we were going to break this. Even before it happened, I knew it. It just is one of those things where momentum starts to come into something and you're watching the market trade, you can feel it happening. And once again, just like gaps, you know, the market shows its hand in the first 15 minutes of the day, just like gaps do, and you know what's going to happen. Let's look at the first 5 minutes of the market of the day. Everything it told you needed right there. You could have played the market. It's a gap on Friday. It's beautiful. Just could have played the market, just like I played Marvell. You could have played the market the exact same way I played Marvell. You just would have gotten a bigger move out of it because the market moved more than Marvell on the day, but you could have played it the exact same way. Beautiful, beautiful. As soon as it opened, 67.18, the market fell all the way down $1.30 in the first 15 minutes of the day, and it showed its hand. And did it break that? It didn't break the 53 in the first 15 minutes, but you knew it was going to break it because of the way that it traded in the first 15 minutes of the day. Remember, I teach this in my class. Stocks show their hand in the first 5 to 15 minutes of the day. That sets the trend or the tone for the stock for how it's going to trade on the day. And this thing was setting itself up in the first 15 minutes to go lower. Because it had, okay, let's just stop for a minute. Why? Because it had its chance to hold itself back here on the open, okay? So when it chose not to do that, and it chose to run down here to the $70-some area, it was making its decision it wasn't going to hold itself, okay? So yes, this could have held itself, but it chose not to. And that's why you have to have a bias, have all your numbers written down, say, if this happens, this. If this happens, this. So you know that when it happens, you know what to do. If the market holds and rallies, we're going to have a small green body day. If the market breaks this area, we're going to have a big red day. No, have it figured out. Have it figured out and look at it in the morning when you see how the market's trading, pre-market, in the gap. You got to look at it and make a decision, okay? So you know what to do. So when you're trading something, you're in something, you can use the market as a guide. I don't live and die by the way the market trades every day because I play gaps, but I use it as a guide. From getting out of trades, getting in trades, getting your targets, reversal times, you got to use the market as a guide. We could have fallen all the way down to 65 yesterday. We just ran out of day. That's really all that happened here. No one was more surprised than me that we came in this day back here on the 5th. I thought that we were going to hold this and rally up over this. We didn't. No one was more surprised than me that we didn't. Then we had this beautiful gap here and another beautiful gap here, and we came in. I thought we'd rally here. We did. We rallied for 3 days. Okay, so fine. And then what did we do? We basically did a daily sell setup right here. This was Thursday. And then we had the biggest move on Friday. Now what do we do? Okay, the market should hold this area if it's going to hold itself up. That's what it should do if it's going to hold. Okay, And therefore, then it's going to rally and it's going to go over all these other areas and go back over here and go back to the 75 area that I talked about a while back. If the market cannot hold here, it's really going to come in. I do not think it'll hold this area here. It could. This is the next area that it could go down to. This is an area of support. It could hold itself here and then bounce and go up. I don't think this is enough in here to do it. This is where it needs to stay if it's going to hold. If it comes down here, I don't think it's going to hold this. It's going to break it. And after that, it's going to come all the way in here. Now, it could certainly come all the way in here. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area of support in the market. And if the market comes all the way in here, it still can rally back all the way up here. Will that happen before the end of the year? Probably not. Okay. So if you're long positions, the best scenario for you now is for the market to hold here. And if the market doesn't hold here, then maybe you want to take profits and stuff if you're in stuff, for if you're up a lot in things. You really should have taken profits, though, on these gap downs. Because remember, this is a professional bearish gap. This could have been the start of a trend of something longer. Actually, here's the first one here. I'm just seeing it now. Here's the first one here that started this whole move that happened. Does this mean it's over for the market? No, it doesn't mean it's over for the market, but it means it's over for a little while, okay? So you take heed. See how important it is to learn how to read gaps, right? You have to learn how to read gaps, right? I don't care what strategy you trade, you must learn how to read gaps to be successful as a trader, day trader, core trader, swing trader, every trader. You must learn how to read gaps. It is a skill, and I teach it. And you should take my class. This stuff is important, even if you don't trade gaps as a strategy, intraday or core. You need to know how to read them to make decisions about your positions. That's the important thing, okay? And actually, as I'm looking at this now, I'm seeing this bullish gap the market had back here on the 6. Yeah, we didn't. The market should have held this and didn't, and I'm concerned about that now. I just saw that. Market gapped up. This wasn't just the fact they did a daily buy setup. The market gapped up here and should have held this, and we have now cleared all of that. And look what we did here. When we actually rallied up in those couple of days, I said we were going to rally, we held this area perfectly. I don't know. Maybe we're not going to get up to that $75 area that I said. Maybe we're just coming in now. I mean, this is going to tell the whole tale here right now. We're going to know in the next couple of days, because we're either going to hold right here and we're going to rally back over all that stuff. And if we can't hold here, based on the fact that we negated this and the fact that this happened here, this first trigger move, and this has not that much meaning, and this is looming down here, I think we really come in. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens here now. You got to just take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. But please, if you're in longs, don't suffer through huge pullbacks all the way down to this area here. You should have been out some of your stuff up here after this gap. And you should have taken some profits on Friday. And if we can't hold here, please take your profits if you're in stuff. Okay? So we'll just have to see what happens. I really thought we'd get up to that $75 area. It's still possible. We're going to find out this week what happens if all this price information in here can hold us. And if it can't, we're going all the way down here. And then there's less likely of a chance we're going to see that area soon. We still may see it in the spring of next year and up to that 75, but not soon. And I thought we would see it soon, but then this happened and this happened and this happened, and now what are we going to do with ourselves? We're going to watch. We're just going to watch, and we're going to wait, and we're going to see what happens. And what's going to decide it? The big money. The big money that trades the market, the big money positions, they're in control, and they're going to make the decisions, and we're going to watch, and we're going to wait. So this is Melissa with StockSwoosh.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. Thanks, and have a great night.